Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I hope you guys are doing incredibly well as always. Happy Sunday. I want to thank you guys for being here with me on the channel and just for subscribing, sharing yourselves with me in the comment section. I really appreciate you guys. And of course, a big shout out to my mega crew over on Patreon. I was actually just sharing a reading on there, so I thought I'd hop on and just kind of continue sharing messages from the Divine Masculine Collective at this time because there's this energy around them wanting to communicate, but they're hermiting right now. A lot of them are stuck. I'm hearing too that many of them, they're getting this feeling of like it doesn't even make sense to communicate right now because they maybe know that you're going to be slow to respond, or I don't know, like there's this very unsure of what to do with communication from the Divine Masculine right now that I think many of the feminines are sensing. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive right into it. I've got a few messages here. Let's go ahead and take one from the cards that I have rather than the papers. Okay, so I'm guided to, oh, there's two messages here. Okay, so we'll do both. Maybe we'll do like groups 1 and 2 because they're all very like different messages. Okay, so I'll go with group number 1, okay? The communication that's coming through from the Divine Masculine counterpart is that, okay, so it says if this card is drawn, the masculine counterpart truly desires the feminine. She must guard her sexual energy at this time. Wow. Okay, so I'm seeing like a masculine that's maybe really obsessing right now. What are they feeling for you, Divine Feminine? What messages want to come through with what it is they're going through in terms of desiring you, wanting to be close to you? There's obviously a sensual energy here. We have playfulness coming through. We have free yourself coming through. I'm going to put these back. What I'm hearing is they want to run to you. You might have a way of making them feel alive or vitalized with your sexual energy. Okay, so I'm hearing in the past there's been a lot of chemistry between you two when it comes to your sensuality or the way that you two may have connected in the beginning. The sexual energy was very, very strong. It was very passionate. It brought you both alive in the sense where things started surfacing in your life, right? Like wanting to exit certain situations that you guys might have already been in before you met your twin. Just wanting to free yourself of certain holes on you so that you can be free to make a decision to be with this person. That's what your person is going through right now. They're wanting to free themselves. And I think this was covered in the Patreon reading where many of them just want to leave old relationships behind. But the thing is that if you are a Divine Feminine and you're involved with a masculine who is in a third party, I feel like time and time again you're going to come up against the lesson of like distancing yourself from that. As much as you think that the amount of waiting around will bring the connection together, I feel like the lesson here is distancing yourself or guarding yourself in some way, especially your sexual energy if your person is involved. And I'm not judging anybody, but I feel like it's just kind of what the cards are saying here. Like it's like you have the ability to make this person feel alive in every way with your playful energy, with your sexual energy. But if there's third parties involved, there's always going to be some type of cycle here where your person is wondering how to free themselves. Because what I'm hearing is like for those of you in this energy, like if you're the Divine Feminine, like you're very alluring, you're magnetic, you know how to have good conversation, you are reliable, you're smart, you know how to make people feel comfortable, you're very wise, you're intelligent, and I feel like if like the Divine Masculine energy at one point or another, like they have said to themselves like, holy smokes, I can't believe like this person wants me, like this Divine Feminine wants me. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like and you guys may be like, what? Oh my God, like I could never imagine hearing or picturing that my person feels that way about me, because you might equally feel that they're dreamy and like your wish come true. Well, that's like to the extent of what they feel, or at some point they felt that. But I also feel like some of that energy that they go back to this karmic partner with, it kind of fuels that competition. It fuels like very lower vibrational energies, where instead of having this connection come out in the open, it's like you get caught up in the tornado of cycles, which is it's almost like this like fighting over this divine masculine. That's what the energy that I feel like many of you have experienced in this particular dynamic, okay? But at this time, your masculine really, really desires you very strongly. Many of you might be feeling a lot of the sexual energy here that's coming through, but I feel like free yourself is coming up for a reason. It might be like one of the red flags for many of you who you feel your masculine's coming toward you, but you're getting that message coming through to stay conscious and to be aware of your surroundings and to make sure that you have your boundaries in place. What's the best course of action for you when it comes to this energy, especially when it says guarding your sexual energy? We have the Four of Wands, or the Four of Spring. Okay, so it says be grateful, you have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. I feel like that's what your energy represents. Your best course of action here is focusing on a contented, happy life. And if that is with your person, then it's going to be no problem giving the connection time and space for them to be able to free themselves of relationships that they're currently in. Because I feel like it's like one of those obvious lessons, but when you're on the twin flame journey, it's very difficult. Like I'm seeing like a riptide in my head. It's like somebody struggling to get out of a riptide, but there is a way if you just stay calm and swim parallel. You'll make your way out. But it's like sometimes when you're on the twin flame journey, it's like picture your counterpart and this whole twin flame journey being that riptide. It's like sometimes you can really panic and struggle to get out of it, right? It's the worst when you get caught up in karmic situations and it feels like you're having an affair, or you're doing something wrong, or you're about to tear your family apart, or you're about to tear somebody else's family apart. It's like all of a sudden things just start getting very, very heavy. So I feel like it's probably just like a heads up for many of you to just be mindful of certain cycles wanting to repeat. If you've been in this situation and you're like, no, Twintuitive, I've totally backed off. I've backed right off. Then guard your sexual energy and know that if they are coming towards you, make sure that you guys, and it's okay. Like if they come towards you and you want this, like you're a grown ass woman or a man, like whatever energy you're in, if your person's coming back towards you and you want that, you have to be accountable for that decision. But what I'm saying is like, make sure that you guys are staying 10 steps ahead. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, just kind of be aware of like, their intentions and how far you want to go and what you want to, like what you want to hear from them, what you want to say yourself. And don't give in, because I feel like a divine masculine, they're feeling like very drawn to you, especially sensually and sexually right now. And maybe you guys haven't spoken in a while and they may, come back and try this approach because you guys might have a lot of chemistry in that area. But yeah, I feel like the message here is saying to guard your energy because you really do want like peace this time, divine feminine. And either way, I think if your divine masculine comes back, many of you are going to remember the stability of the Four of Wands and realize that, I've come way too far to kind of dive back into playing games here. And as much as it's going to hurt to put those, boundaries up, and if it means no communication, then it means no communication. I'm going to choose my self-worth and my integrity and my dignity each and every time. And it might hurt to do it. That Queen of Swords is going to come out and, really protect your energy in a sense. Okay. So yeah, that's group 1. That's your message. Okay. Let's go ahead and get group 2's message. Okay, so you both have high sexual energy. Wow, that's very interesting. Okay, so I feel like this is coming up for a reason because you guys see in this card here how it says guard your sexual energy in group 1's message. It's probably because this is a weakness of yours, divine feminine. Okay, you might have an equal pull to your divine masculine. Let's get your energy on your masculine. Okay, these are way too many. Let's go ahead and give it a good shuffle, and I'll cut it in half so that way we get a direct message. Okay, so worth waiting for. Okay, so it says divine timing is at work in your love life. And so be patient because, this, it'll come through when the time is right. But, you know, many of you may be very tempted. Like, you might feel like the circumstances are aligned right now. You know, maybe you guys have the time now, or you have the space. You know, maybe someone's moved into their own home, and it's possible to make this, you know, sensual connection happen between you two. But because you're being called to guard your energy, divine feminine, just know that it's okay to draw your boundaries, because, you know, this is worth waiting for, right? And if it's the right connection to wait on, you'll be able to see, you know, right in front of you, the actions that your person takes. I feel like it's sending the divine feminines on this journey as well to just to really tap into your intuition here. You know, like, stay true to who you are. What is this card wanting to come out? We have awakening. Okay, so it says, change the way you're looking at the situation and embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in the action. So don't be afraid to take your time with your person coming back in, because this is worth waiting for. So again, I feel like even if they come towards you in a way that it makes you want to kind of put up some walls or put up some boundaries, I feel like the universe is saying, don't be afraid to, because if this connection is worth waiting for, chances are the actions that you're being called to take or guided to take based off of your own integrity, it'll lead you in the right way. I feel like this person will become even more attracted to you, even more magnetized to you when you actually make the decisions that you want to make out of your heart, you know, because sometimes some of us might feel, you know, like the pressure to kind of let them in again based off of this energy here, especially since many of you have masculines where, you know, that energy, that sexual energy, it's strong, especially if you guys are of opposing, you know, birth signs, especially whatever is like in your moon sign. You guys might be very highly compatible, you know, sensually and sexually. You might know exactly what it takes to, you know, make your person feel good just in their heart and mind and body. And it's the same for them. It's like they know how to push your buttons. So it's like, it's almost like this, you know, great test of strength, I feel, for the both of you. It's obvious here that there is a sensual attraction, okay? But it's really, really emotional. It gets emotional quick, okay, for these two, is what I'm sensing. Let's get a card from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, because it's like, the reason I feel like this reading is coming through for many of you is because you might catch yourself saying that you're ready for this encounter, but I feel like it gets intense quick. It's like you guys can't communicate without getting hyped up about each other and getting in your head and getting in your emotions and feelings. Like, this is a divine masculine as well, that I can see that, you know, they might say to themselves, it's just about, you know, the sex. But I feel like, I don't know why I didn't say the word there. I don't know why that came out like that. I'm like, I'm a grown-ass woman. Okay, okay, anyways. But the energy I'm getting is like, you guys know that J. Cole song, Power Trip? It's like the line in the song where he says, you know, just fuck her one time and be through with forever. So that's what it's like for your divine masculines. It's like they think that they can come in with this sensual energy here, but it's like someone is getting the heads up here, and the maybe, yeah, like the divine feminine energy, I feel like, is getting the heads up because they're gonna fall in love hard, you know, both of you will. And maybe that's why this whole encounter between you two has always been delayed or postponed in some way. It's like you guys are always making plans to meet up, and the universe is like, no, they ain't ready. They're not ready, because it's going to be, you know, an explosion. And that's why Worth Waiting For is coming up, because you guys want the circumstances to be aligned. Like, believe me, you guys don't want to have this explosion of emotions happen. And I feel like it's going to hit the masculines a lot harder than they're anticipating in their heart space, because they already feel strongly for this divine feminine. And it's a message, it doesn't have to resonate here for all of you, but for some of you listening and you have not had an encounter with your person, what I'm feeling is like, you know, it'll change you both. It'll really, really change you both. And it's going to be painful, like with the separation, is what I'm hearing. So it's like, you know, just kind of be 10 steps ahead, okay? I feel like a presence with me, and it's like it's very concerned, and that's because you both have high sexual energy. And maybe you came on across this reading because you were like, damn, like, you know, if it does come through, I would definitely take up the offer, or you know, it's like you don't want to delay it anymore. But some of you are getting like the, you know, that kind of red flag warning through this reading here, which lets you know that it's like, take your time with this. Because if it's a true twin flame connection, you're not going to screw it up in any way. You know, there's only soul growth to be experienced, and that's why it says change the way you're looking at the situation. Because I feel that many of you are feeling this, right? Like you're feeling the playfulness. You can feel them coming towards you again. They're definitely getting messages to get out of whatever they're in right now, because that's the only way that this is going to happen. So I feel like your person is working on that in the background, because they can feel you just wanting peace of mind. Like, listen, if it's not us, you know, peacefully kind of doing this dance together, like, I don't want it. You know, I don't want a salsa, I want a waltz, is what maybe the feminines are communicating, right? But yeah, I don't know, just a heads up for some of you, okay? Yeah, let's get a card from the Tarot Sexual Magic. I'll just give it a good shuffle here, and I'll split the deck in half. Okay, yeah, we have our Queen of Swords, okay? And I think I mentioned her energy in the beginning here, which is because you guys are wanting your peace of mind, you already know what you want out of the connection with your masculine. Like, a lot of you, even if you have high sexual energy, like maybe many of you are in this place of like, you know what? No, like, I know my worth, and you're not getting none of this if it's not aligned in the way that I feel like it should be in my heart. And, you know, like I've said countless times in this card here, the heart here with all of the needles pierced in there is somebody who like they have the ability to let go, and they'll deal with the pain. You know what I mean? Like, it might hurt like hell, but they'll deal with it. They'll deal with the pain. It's okay, as long as nobody is, you know, crossing their boundaries or taking them for a fool. Okay, because the Queen of Swords it's like, if you think you're going to take her for a fool, she's already there, that 10 steps ahead energy, okay? So yeah, guys, I think that's what I have for you guys today. Again, this is a very magnetic energy, okay? And that's kind of why they're being drawn towards you. It's like very, very passionate, like doing whatever it takes to come to you. A lot of you guys out there too, like I'm hearing, if you're in the divine feminine energy, there's a lot that many of your masculines are going through right now just to get to you, okay? That's just, yeah, I'm feeling that. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. I love you, take care, and I'll catch you in the next reading, okay? All right, bye guys.